bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load.
Cid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill. Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Cid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Cid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness, or an entire city for that.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problem.
I hope so.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder, that anger and
My thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods. If only they could agree on...
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Cid the Outlaws?
well, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But while it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will count, it may still be possible to make them... before presenting them with a...
And that would be?
to pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his...
As you wish.
Your face... Don't worry. Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is, Conrad. May I introduce you to...
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver.
Victor says that there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystal's crack. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 Granted, we have a few boys left.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the death?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest can. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
What a shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of...
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that...
Indeed, certainly. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley, and it is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says, and while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely which means that now, more than ever, if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship...
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this.
Thank you, Clive.
She saw right through it.
No, I didn't say it was good. Merely that now my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
I'm ruined.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have, with time...
Time no longer appears to be...
I take it your scouts found the bandit.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears all of...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole...
I have a favor to... I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert. In a move, doubtless, intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us. Well done, Tanha. Too slow.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not...
Without you, there would have been no... You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved up.
Conrad seems to have had a...
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over... We are united, and that is... As for you, Cid, you've...
I'll take that as a compliment.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha.
And you, Clive.
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell down, there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never off. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
Let me go with you. I can fight.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Stay down!
Help me, boy.
Let there be light! Fire and flame! Enough!
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic...
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels, and they've got wounded!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here.
I will. You...
I can't take much more of this.
Moy.
Anything catch your eye? Much obliged. There you go. Thanks very much.
Mad dogs. Alone.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the...
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
You've never been one to show away.
I see you're all in one.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second halt.
Feel like finishing the job?
Always.
Jill and I will make for East. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Just patch me up as quick as you...
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Stay down!
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we?
Let me light!
Too slow. Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wound.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashics not. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether the inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easy.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can...
My lord, there's some... Oscar? It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on, then. It's not for me to...
Yes.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from...
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm...
Know that
I would not have it any other...
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
How may I help you today, Clive? Here you are. Come again. I may have... More for ya.
Was wondering when you turn up at ours from all our friends. How is it you always manage to arrive?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the
let's see. The nations are still in chaos.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's away.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you. Even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.